All right, everyone, here we go with the second half of December 2024. I got a pre-shuffle here. It's an all signs reading, doesn't matter what your sign is, straight up energy reading. Here we go, surface energy. So, I mean, is it just December? Or does this bleed into January a little bit? Yeah, it always does. I'm not a time lord or the warlock on the hill, but surface energy, when I ask the universe, what do you want to tell these people about the second half of fucking December 2024? All right, what do you want to say? So just the surface energy, I get some powerful cards. I get a Chariot, the card that represents this soulmate cycle for me. It's a Cancerian theme cycle. It's a Cancerian card, crossed by the devil, with a Nine of Swords. Let's just talk about the top three for a moment. The big three, the sandwich here. Okay? It's one of those months where I've labeled it a long December, and I haven't done that in many years. I just put a label, the long, on it. And I don't remember the last time I did it. I label something a long December or a long May or a long whatever in my notes when it seems like there's shit that just keeps coming. There's moments of rest, but then something just comes up. It's sort of like you're working a booth at the beach and you're hoping it's a kick job and it's just you get to hang out at the beach all day. But every time you sit back down in your little chair going, well, this job ain't so bad, there's a line of people that shows up. It's that kind of energy. The universe has got a parade of something coming your way, okay? Now I'm going to take it from your side, but I could also take it from the incoming energy, which I will. But coming your way is some shit the universe wants you to look at that you may not like to see, but you could easily overcome. All right, it's about overcoming this piece of karma here, whatever it is, some aspect of yourself, okay? Now, here's what I think, because of the moon here, and this is about where my pre-shuffle ends, okay? The moon bookends the Chariot, it's the 5 cards. You know, I sometimes go a little further, there's a King of Pentacles and an Ace of Cups. Here's what I think. I think the universe is, because this is Steve's Love Tarot, I think the universe is sending you a person, a soulmate of some kind. It doesn't have to be your runner. It is a soulmate. I pick up on it. I get that with the devil and the Chariot for sure. But sending you a person, and that person is going to point something out to you. It's something you don't like to look at, some aspect of yourself. It might start a fight. It can, right? It can. And this guy goes, if this guy shows up at your party, there's probably going to be a fight. You know, he's going to pick a fight with somebody. I just say it, I think the way I read it, I think the universe is bringing you something right now that shows you, that wants you to look at something so you take care of it. And I think it's doing it through a person. Now, it doesn't have to be, oh, Steve, you mean that person I love that I'm watching tarot readings for is showing up and they're going to be a prick? No, it doesn't have to be that. The energy around us is always communicating with us. Always. All of the time. Okay? It's always communicating with us. If you want to know if you're doing the right thing, ask. Just like I would with the cards. If you say, Steve, am I doing the right thing? I don't know. Are they doing the right thing? I shuffle the deck, I throw a couple cards. You can get the answers without cards. You'll see. If people just don't pay attention, that's all. Even if you got your nose buried in the smartphone, you'll see the answer in the smartphone somewhere. Look at the ads that are popping up. Look at shit that's happening, right? Anytime you provide the universe with a medium, it tends to work pretty quickly, all right? But I think the universe talks to us in a lot of ways. One of the ways is through other people. Now, it can be other people on TV or in a movie, or it can be somebody, as I've said before, you walk past and they talking on the phone and you hear one little aspect of that conversation, and then for some reason, nothing else. That one little aspect is what you needed to hear, right? So the universe wants to point something out to you. I don't want to call it a negative. It's a piece of karmic debt. It's a small amount of karmic debt. I think it's very small. You seem to be able to deal with it quite easily because you were reflecting out of that strength card. That strength card will kick the shit out of that devil any day of the week. Lion girl versus the guy with the long hair and the Trans Am at the party. I'm not a betting man, but I put my money on Lion girl. Let me tell you. All right, I got some cards that fell out of the deck, so we're going to take them. All right. The card before the cut, why the fuck are we here? The Hierophant. Now let's take a look at what fell on the floor. 7 of Wands, Knight of Swords, 6 of Swords. Say the same thing. We're here. You got some kind of... it's a soulmate. It's an important person in your life. I don't know how that... Or someone who will be important. I don't know. There's some aspect, something that you missed. Okay? And this Hierophant is bringing you a message of change. And it does kind of benefit you. I can't say whether it'll trigger you or you won't like it from the start. I don't really know. I assume it's triggering because of the devil, but I don't like making assumptions and I don't like guessing. It doesn't feel like it triggers you much. You know, like I said, Lion Girl versus the guy with the shirt off and the Trans Am at the party. My money's on Lion Girl, and you're Lion Girl, whether you're male or female. All right? Your energy was attached to that strength card. Let's see what comes after the cut. All right? See what I'm saying? It's the world. Now look at her. Look at that dress. Whether you're male or female, you will look fantastic when you're done with this. I mean, it's a beautiful little tie-dye thing. Right? Hippie girl. Hippie girl. That's you. I mean, it's the world card. It's the most powerful card I could pull. It represents a new cycle. The universe wants you to take care of this. The energy around you, something. Karmic debt. Okay? However you want me to phrase. Sometimes people don't like it when I say the universe. It makes it sound tacky and cheesy. I get it. I get a lot of people that read my blog that don't come to the tarot channel. They like the writing. They ask why I do the tarot channel. It kind of discredits me a little bit. That's their thing. I think they're wrong. I think they just don't understand energy and what's happening here. Whatever. But you don't have to think it's the universe talking to you or some invisible man in the sky. It's just energy, and everything is energy. We're surrounded by it, and it's just trying to balance. And when you have karmic debt, you know, it's pointing out an imbalance in your life. Someone in your environment is going to point out an imbalance in your life, and it's going to change your trajectory. It's going to make you a lot lighter. When I look at a girl like this, I think light and fluffy, right? You know, a little hippie girl like this, she's always smiling, always happy. Oh, right on, trying to shove some kind of wheat germ product down your throat or some shit. But at the end of the day, it's a light, easy, breezy, cover girl energy. I mean, I don't know, you know. It's just what it is. So the energy around you is trying to show you an imbalance. It's going to do it through a person. That person either is an important person or may become an important person in your life. I don't know. Can't say. There's a lot of people watching in there. Right? Let's go. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's pull a reading. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. If you buy a chicken, make sure you have a coop for a chicken. Okay, there you go. I just sold you a chicken at this auction here. Right? Reading is timeless, like I said. You make sure you got a coop. We're going to come check it out. Right? Reading is timeless. You're all moving at different speeds on your timeline. And no, I did not actually sell you a chicken. But someone said once you sound like an auctioneer at the beginning. I do. I like to get rid of it. I have to say it for legal reasons and for new people here. But I don't like saying it. I don't want you to have to sit through it. And I don't want you to have to fast forward through it and then find out you want a chicken later. I mean, you know. That's like falling asleep at an auction with your number paddle in the air. You know, what the hell? Don't do that. You find out you won all sorts of things later. I paid $3 million for what? You know, it's like that. Overall energy of our rating here. Are you ready? I'm ready. This is the King of Wands. This is the Burger King. It's something that boosts your ego. Your energy's attached to this shit. I think this whole reading's about you. I do. I mean, it involves a person coming your way. But I'm not calling you the Burger King. All right? I'm not. In fact, that girl that was on the world card that I just showed you, the easy breezy one in the tie-dye dress, she'd never eat at fucking Burger King. Not in a million years. You know, there's nothing on there for her. Let me tell you. You might eat the bark from a tree outside, but that's about it. This is your ego boost, okay? With this, whenever the DF side, which is most of you watching, is attached to the Burger King, King of Wands, gotta have it their way. It's why we call it the Burger King for any new people. Gotta have it their way, right? Narcissist, whatever, is be careful. Don't let whatever this is go to your head, all right? You got a big boost coming here. It's a flame on kind of a thing, a nitrous oxide boost. It takes your car up in horsepower. I mean, you got a nice boost. Something's about to light a fire under your ego. Don't let it go to your head. We're going to clarify. We're going to do something weird with this reading. We're going to clarify with the large animal deck. The deck that we would normally do the reading with, we're going to clarify with. So ought to be good. Let's go. Right here's the energy around your connection. Right here's the 3D energy around you. Right here's your soul. Right here's the hidden energy message from the universe. Red with the energy of your connection. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I will clarify everything. Put some universe cards at the end, and you bet your sweet asses, and they're probably pretty sweet. Let me tell you. And this energy that we're going to extend this one and clarify the shit out of it in that extended too. I'm just going to pull some willy-nilly reads on this, just for fun. All right. Okay, let's do it. The link for that will be at the top of the description. Energy around the soulmate energies around you, your connections. The Four of Swords. Everything's kind of, this is like recharge mode. Everything's, in the second half of December, something is healing between you and another person, or you and another person are in sort of, you're on your separate chargers, okay? It's a bit of recharge mode. Imagine you've been texting with somebody like crazy, it's time to put the shit on charger. I mean, it feels like recharge mode. It feels like a lot of healing energy. We'll find out more when we clarify and when we pull other cards. 3D energy around you. Hermit, yeah. You recharge mode. Again, look at the little light. You put something on a charger, there's always some little light that goes on, right there. Ding, charging. You're having a bit of an awakening in the second half of December. Your inner wisdom is. Now, here's the problem I have with that. Now, I know most of the people that come to this job, here's where I offend somebody, right? I always do. It's fine. I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm just trying to help, okay? You know, you wouldn't want your doctor to pussyfoot around, would you? Well, I don't want to offend them, but they really are kind of dying. But you know what? I'll tell them everything's fine, because I don't want to offend them, right? I mean, it is what it is. So some of you who come here are very high vibrational people. There are a small percentage of you who come here who are not high vibrational people, but you think you are. This energy is healing that for you guys. But you're still going to need to be big enough to see, you know, that you were wrong and change direction. For the rest of you, you have some sort of inner wisdom that's awakening. And if that offends you, I'm sorry. If you think it's you, if you're offended by that, it's definitely you I'm talking about. Okay? Don't take it out on me. I'm just a messenger. I'm just giving you an honest energy read. If I can't do that, I'm of no use to you out here. All right? So ain't some fucking give away a deck of cards and stroke your ego fucking goddamn channel. All right? I ain't doing that. So, at the end of the day, there's an inner wisdom awakening. Right? Some of you will just utilize it. It's very, very nice for you. So that inner voice, part of this inner thing is coming from inside you. It's inner wisdom from you. Okay? So keep that in mind. You're having a fucking awakening. And the bottom line is some of you will go with it and others of you will try to fight it. And I'm telling you, if you're one of the people that's trying to fight it, don't. Okay? You want to be high vibration. You want to see where you've gone wrong. You want to. Alright? You just do. Sometimes it makes life less fun, but at the end of the day, it's the energy that is floating around that's kind of a haze right now that some people are trapped in is so low. I mean, if some of them just stood up, they'd see above it. So you're going to get that opportunity. And if you're triggered by what I said there, then you're definitely somebody that need to poke their head up above some cloud, okay? Alright, so it is what it is. Don't shoot the messenger. That's just, shooting messengers is just proof you're low vibration. For fuck's sake, you know? Would you beat up the pizza delivery guy? He didn't make the damn pizza, right? Why would, sorry, you gotta, I just bring it to you, you know? It is what it is. I'm just reading the damn energy. Right here's your soul. It's here. It bookends the Four of Swords. Page of Cups. You're having some kind of, you're recharging, you come out of this, I can see why your ego is up, right? And your ego is getting a flame up here. Flame broiled ego. How about that? It's just a new day is dawning. I'm surprised this isn't an Ace of Cups, but I understand why it isn't. Because there's a lot of times when this type of thing plays out, people shoot it down because it forces you to make some changes. It forces you to look around you and take a look at the people around you and go, why the fuck am I friends with that person? Why the fuck am I worried about that person? That can happen a lot when this kind of shit happens. You're moving to a new level. If you want to stay on the same level, you have the option to do that. Okay? Don't go blaming me, because you're gonna trigger your own damn self if you try to fight City Hall here. Okay? This is nice. I like this. I do understand why it's a Page of Cups, though. It is a new beginning in love. It's a bit of a new beginning in love with yourself. And that's kind of nice. I like that. But I'm not going to lie to you. Some of you think you're high vibration, but you're not. And you're gonna get triggered when this energy comes up. Oh, you will. You'll get triggered by right what I said right there. Right what I said. I'm telling you. I'm the one who's probably going to start the trigger. Right here. And don't, if you got triggered and then I said if you're triggered, you're one of the ones I'm talking about. And then you can't just turn and say, well, I'm not triggered. I'm fine. Okay, I'm going to calm down. Right? No. If you were triggered, you were triggered. All right? Come on now. Don't bullshit yourself. You know, you can't fool the universe. You know, you can't fool God, you can't fool the universe, you can't. You could bullshit yourself, you could bullshit others, but the energy around you knows the truth. All right. This is a great opportunity for everyone watching. This is terrific. Most of you will take it. Most of you are high enough vibration to take this. You really are. Hidden energy, message from the universe, read with the Four of Swords. See? Look at this. This is nice. It may feel like nothing's happening. It might. The Four of Swords. Look, she's sleeping. But what do we do when we're sleeping? We dream, right? Even when we're sleeping, something's happening. Okay? Actually, a lot is happening. Some say more is happening when we're sleeping than when we're awake. I am one of those people because I pick up on energies. And when people are sleeping, there's way more energy swirling around them than when they're awake. I will tell you, there's a lot more going on. You're talking with people that are gone. You're moving in different dimensions. You're having dreams. Your brain is firing. Your subconscious is doing a dump, a memory dump, and you're dreaming all sorts of shit. What's happening right now in these energies in the second half of December? Probably a lot triggered by the upcoming full moon in particular. And blending with the 12-12 portal and blending with Venus and Aquarius. A lot of the stuff that we've been talking about, it's all good. This is a necessary recharge that's happening. And when you come out of it, it's not just a recharge, it's like recharge and then you get an upgrade while you're recharging. Okay? All right. This is nice. This is going to be fun to clarify. What's the potential final outcome here? It's read with the Hermit. I suspect I was right. I took a peek. I'm right. It's 10 wands. Some of you are not going to like this. Some of you are not. Tens are the end and dead end that lead to a new beginning. This is tricky even for the highest vibrational people. Okay? There's some things. There's a lot of deep reflection. There's a chance that old habits might come back. Try to prove to yourself that you're grown and that you're a higher vibrational person, and don't bring back those old habits. You'll see some of this play out in your horoscopes, I'm sure. No doubt. At least the generalized ones where they talk about the planetary alignments and not the individual sign ones. Let's see where we go here with the Four of Swords. Let's talk about it. Let's clarify. Yeah, it's a lot to swallow, but there's a lot coming in here. 10 of Wands breaks to the Ace of Wands. Don't let it go to your head. All right? You know, you're gonna be. Well, you're not gonna be the warlock on the hill. But there's an Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands, 10 of Wands breaks to Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands underneath the overall energy. Look, you know, take it how you want to take it. Some of you are high vibration enough. This is going to be a fairly easy move for you. For others of you, it's going to be tough. You're going to try to deny it. You're going to shut down. You're going to this inner wisdom is coming in. Your soul. There's a direct link. The soul energy to the 3D energy. It's right there. You know, and it's something it can make you feel really good if you have these new beginnings, these fiery epiphany, I'll call it, right? What's on top? This is an amazing recharge here, okay? This really is. It's a recharge and an upgrade with the Ace of Wands there. What's on top? The Wheel of Fortune. It's a recharge with an upgrade. Your soul energy, soulmate energies are recharged. This means that new soulmates that are inactive are becoming active during this phase, during this period. You might meet somebody new in 2025. You got to be the right person when the right person shows up. Like energy attracts like energy. You may be soulmates with a really terrific high vibrational person. But if you're not on their level, they're just going to walk right by you like you're a piece of shit. Right? It's not going to matter. You got to be the right person when the right person shows up. The energy around you is trying to help you. It's trying to address an imbalance. That's all. And boy, this is one, though, with the Hermit here, and I'm just being honest, that's going to trigger those people that are actually low vibration or lower and think that they're super high vibration. Okay? First of all, if you're high vibration, you don't think you're high vibration. You don't. It's just like they always say, smart people always think they're dumb. Always think they don't know anything. It's just the dumb people that go around saying, I'm smart. You know, I'm smart. No. You're not, because if you're smart, you don't have to say that. You don't say it. All right, it is what it is. I always joke that I'm an idiot. The test scores would argue otherwise, but I still think I don't know shit. I learn something new every day. And sometimes it's something simple, and sometimes it blows my mind that I didn't know that thing, right? Proving that I'm a fucking idiot. It is what it is. Wheel of Fortune, why is it here? A star. This is all a bit of destiny playing out. I don't like that word. It's got hocus pocus attached to it, but it is. The energy is, this is not, what am I thinking here? What am I like, right? My cousin always says that over in the UK. Oh, what am I like? It's a bit of that. You're going to get to see where you've been, where you're going, where you could go, who you are. I mean, it's a recharge and an upgrade. Let's just get to the Hermit. Let's do it. All right? It is what it is. I'll put it this way. This is a great reading. The energy that's here. I don't mean I'm doing a great job. I'm fuck all. Who cares? I mean, it's a great reading. The energy here is nice. I'm doing this reading with a smile on my face. Okay? I mean, the bird is so calm next to me to the left. He's preening. He's like, it's just beautiful energy. And somebody will get triggered by this reading. That's going to tell you something. All right? If all you hear is, oh, Steve thinks I'm low vibration. Well, fuck you, Mr. Steve. If that's all you hear, then you definitely got some stuff to look at. This is going to be a tricky ride for you, let me tell you. All right, the Hermit. Why is it here? I have a lot of faith in the soulmate cycle. I've said in a recent extended, I think that whatever turmoil is going on in societal energies is going to have an equal and opposite reaction in the soulmate cycle. It's going to bring us all together in the soulmate cycle. Oh, I believe that's true, right? I got a lot of faith in the soulmate cycle, but the soulmate cycle has only got 20 million people in it, and that's not enough to affect the world, okay? Societal energies, I don't have a lot of faith in. I have a lot of faith that people, that will just, even though the brakes work, they'll drive the bus right off the cliff because people don't like to admit they're wrong, right? They just don't. I love that the Ten of Wands came out there. The Hermit, it's crossed by the Six of Swords. Yeah, it's a very clear energy. It's what I said. I'm doing this reading with a smile. It's an energy. It's like the universe is just trying to help you. I mean, not literally. It's just energy. It's trying to balance. It's pointing out an imbalance to you. And if you fix that imbalance, right? If you're willing to look at it, things start to go smooth. It's a good-natured, good. It should be smooth as silk. This should be easy. Then why is the final outcome difficult? Well, for reasons I've already said, and maybe something else that'll come up when we clarify it. What's on top? The Nine of Cups. Look, I'll play playing the role of the universe is Steve. Okay, I'm the universe now. I'm just trying to help you. This is a good thing. All right? I mean, it's the Nine of Cups. It's trying to get you to this. You got the Star and the Wheel of Fortune behind you, and an Ace of Wands and a fire in the belly. It's something that could potentially go to your head. This could turn you into an asshole, because this is one of those things where if you get it straightened out, you feel really good. You feel really confident. It's a confidence booster. Why is the Nine Cups here? The Ten of Pentacles. The pinnacle of the pentacles. I mean, look at it. It's a rainbow. I mean, it's in a book, The Reading Rainbow. I mean, it's just everything I've already said. I'm not going to repeat myself. I can't play the role of the universe again. I just can't do it. It's a tough role to play. All right, Page of Cups. Let's talk about your soul energy here. Oh, I like this. I love this energy. Knight of Pentacles, reverse, just tried to show itself. That means things are moving. Because it's a stopped energy for me in this deck. What's going on? Upright. Why is okay, Page of Cups. Why is it here? Knight of Wands. What did I say? Knight of Pentacles reverse just tried to show itself. And for me, in this particular deck, and in the Witches, it means it's moving. And it's moving. Knight of Wands. I mean, you're just like, emotions are flowing. The things you haven't felt in a long time are flowing. So I think it could come in as a person. You could have a new love that comes rushing in. You could have somebody come rushing in. It's either a person that's important to you, or that person that's important to you is your own inner self. It's one or the other. It's going to vary for each of you. Either way, the soul energy is flow. It's effortless. It's just flowing through. If this is at all difficult, if the second half of December is at all difficult for you, well, first of all, there's your sign. But second of all, if it's at all difficult for you, you're doing something wrong. There is something for you to look at, because this is just flowing. I mean, it's not supposed to be a baseball-sized piece of shit that you can't push out. It's fucking diarrhea. It's fucking liquid. Okay? I mean, it's flowing energy. It's just the Four of Pentacles, right? Again, it's been held back for a long time. I said things you haven't felt in a long time are flowing out. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? The Eight of Pentacles. There's something you haven't looked at. There's this, again, the soul is like, because I have the environmental energy of flow and I have something that's been held back. There's something that you've been basing a lot of your emotional decisions on, that your inner wisdom has been screaming at you is wrong, right? It's wrong, but for some reason in your brain, you've been doing it. I don't know what it is. It could be anything. It could be jobs you've been taking, people you've been selecting to be partners with or friends with. I don't know. It's Steve Love Tarot. It could cut all kinds of directions. Whatever it is, it's being shown to you. And it's flowing nicely. Now you can utilize the correct energy, which is this Hermit. Okay? To get your 9 cups, to get your 10 pentacles. It's nice. Soulmates are in kind of a recharge for you, because you need to be the right person when the right person shows up. And I can tell you, this energy right here, whenever it's in the soul, Page of Cups, attracts a new soulmate. It's wakey time. And I get that with the World that came after the cut, the Hierophant that came before the cut, and the Wheel of Fortune that's on top of the recharge here. Okay? Let's go. Universe says victory. 6 of Wands. Victory. 3 of Wands. This is all to move you in. See what I'm saying? 3 of Wands. Moving in a new direction. Your ship's about to come in. It's crossing victory. And this is red with these. This recharge, it's a recharge and an upgrade. It's all designed to get you ready, get your energy in a position for the right things, to do the right things, probably in the coming year, since this is the second half of December reading. What's on top? 4 of Cups. It's red with the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel turns everything. You're missing something. There's something, what do they say? Complacency breeds contempt, kind of a thing like that. It's a bit of that. It's a bit of, if you're someone who thinks, well, everything's fine, I don't want anything to fuck with this. Not everything isn't always fine. There's no such thing as that. The river keeps moving. You got to move with it. Otherwise, you end up like this. That's why people have fucking alcohol problems and stuff. My life has gone nowhere. It's terrible. It's whatever. Because the river kept moving and they stayed in one spot. Right? I mean, it is what it is. You go where the fish are, man. You know, if you're going fishing, you go where the fish are. You don't just stubbornly sit in this one spot. Well, we're going to sit here. Yeah, but the fish finder says there's nothing here. Well, we're staying here. This is our spot. Throw your line in the water. It gets depressing to fish because you know there's no fish there. You go where the fish are. This is trying to show you where the fish are. Okay? I mean, it's a simple way to put it, but why overcomplicate it? You wouldn't sit, if our fish finder in the boat says there's no fish here, why the fuck would we sit there and fish? You know, yet that's what people do. They sit and fish. Okay? Why is the 4 of Cups here? The Knight, because the river keeps moving. The Knight of Wands. There it is. I mean, the universe is trying to take you to where the fish are. I mean, come on. That's just perfect. I love that. Because it's time to move. Because why are we bummed? Why might we, even if we don't realize we are, why this is near future influence for you. You got to go where the fish are. All right? The fish have moved. All right? There's your fish finder right there. Everything else, we're getting a bit of a soul recharge here. I like it. And a lot of times when the soul gets recharged and we get an upgrade, we feel pretty good. Just don't let it go to your head, okay? You'll lower your vibration. If you get in a big ego about this, then this Ace of Wands will blow out. It can blow out as fast as it flares up. This is about balance. You got to find, I'm surprised Temperance isn't on the table, because it's a very important energy that should be here. We'll probably find it in the extended somewhere. But you'll lower your vibration. If you all of a sudden, well, I figured out some things, now I'm going where the fish are, you get a big ego about it. Well, then they're not going to be there, right? If you went where the fish are, if you move the boat to where the fish are, and you get all, yeah, look at us, woohoo, the fish are here, you start jumping around going, woohoo, yay, terrific, and splashing the water and stuff like that, well, the fish won't be there anymore. Everything in energy, all the hocus pocus has a translated way of saying it in the 3D, in the real life. It's no different. You know, by being a cocky douche, you lower your vibration. You then negate all of this, all of the gain that you've had. You make it all go away. You wipe it out. You know, it's no different than in the real world. You go where the fish are. Okay, here they are. And you get excited and start jumping around on the boat. You got to be quiet. And otherwise, you're going to scare them away and then they won't be there. It's the same thing. Why is the Ten of Wands here? And I'm harping on this because it's important. It's just a great opportunity. It's a wonderful energy that's here. And I laugh when I think it'll trigger somebody. You know, it's like, oh my God, why are we so stubborn? Why do we want to sit where there's no fish? You know, the universe is just trying to help you. And look at these big cards here. They're huge. Look at this. It flew out of the deck. I had to stop shuffling. There's a Hierophant. That's why we were here. Card before the cut. And there's a Six of Wands. It's victory. There's your Six of Wands right there in the message from the universe in the lead-in card. And this is all crossed by Seven of Pentacles, the other card of divine timing, which is right here. I mean, this is a feedback loop on crack. This is a recharge and an upgrade for you. It either comes through another person, more likely, if it is another person, it's somebody you have a great deal of respect for. But also, it can just be, that can also be somebody on TV. Maybe you have a great deal of respect for Dr. So-and-so on TV, and you're watching the show, and they say something, and you're like, oh my God, that's the universe could talk to you through that. Or it could just be random. It could just be you hear it through something else. I think it comes through another person, the awakening, whatever it is, okay? Something sets off what I would call a fiery epiphany. All right, sort of like an Ace of Swords energy coming off of an Ace of Wands. So it's like an Ace of Swords that's been set fire to. Okay, so we'll look at it that way, okay? And you can see the fire right there in that wand, can't you? So yeah, that's what's going on here. Wow, let's have the universe, let's see what else it wants to tell you. We'll go pull some wicked voodoo on this. Divine timing. It just happens to be the right time, the right energy. But you need to, it's very clear from this reading that you need this. Because otherwise you'll be in the wrong place at the wrong time in the very near future when something brand new shows up for you. Okay? You got to be the right energy. You got to be the right frequency when the right frequency shows up. If you want a really high frequency, you're going to need to be a really high frequency. Or you're just going to attract other low frequency people. That's all. And that's all you'll ever get. Because like energy attracts like energy. But you want me to put that in human terms? I'm not going to go out with, if I was dating, you know, I'm not going to go out with some fucking loser. I'm not going to do that. Somebody who's some crazy person going to steal money from my wallet and whatever. I don't care if she got a hot set of tits or not. We're not in the same place. We're not on the same wavelength. That's not going to happen, right? Same difference. And I'm not saying you're some crazy toothless loser. I'm just saying, you know, I'm just, you know, some Karen from a YouTube video. I'm just trying to give you an example of like energy attracts like energy and how it might play out in 3D. I've done it with a fish finder. I've done it right there with toothless Karen stealing money from my wallet. I mean, I don't know what else I could tell you. All right. Here we go. What else the universe wants to tell you? From the bottom, the Four of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. It keeps saying this. It keeps saying it. It's not me. It's the fucking energy. Okay? Do not shoot the fucking messenger. This is so great, and some of you will be afraid of it. There is such a huge opportunity to be victorious here. This is a card of victory, the Five of Swords, but it's in this context, it's a false victory. It's snatching defeat from the hands of victory because you're afraid of it. You're afraid of having to change your opinion. You're afraid of having to change your direction. You're afraid of having to admit something. You're afraid of being successful. That's a very common fear. There's lots of people in therapy right now because they're afraid of actually being successful. And they self-sabotage their way, self-sabotage, Five of Swords, their way through life because they just, for some reason, they don't feel like they deserve this or whatever. Okay? I mean, it is what it is. I can give you countless examples of people I've helped over the years that are in those situations. I mean, I got one friend I helped out whose parents spent their whole childhood telling him what a loser he was. You know, and he grew up, you get it core programmed in that you're a loser, and you grow up believing that you don't deserve this at all. You know, you don't deserve it. And it's the opposite of entitlement. Then you've got other parents that raise their kids and say how wonderful they are, they're great at everything, and they get a trophy for everything they do, even if it's shitty and it's terrible. And then they grow up to be entitled fuckwits. Then they think they deserve this. So, you know, again, there's always you have to find the middle ground. This is a chance for you to become wiser and better. Don't snatch defeat from the hands of victory because you're afraid of having to change direction, afraid that you were wrong, afraid of, well, all this research now is crap. You know, who cares? I'd rather find out that all this research now was crap than keep doing crap research and keep going down the wrong road, right? If you're trying to get to the grocery store and it's on State Street and you find out you're on wrong street, why would you keep driving down wrong street? Because most people are afraid to admit they got something wrong, so they'll keep going the wrong way till the damn car runs out of gas and they got to call AAA to come get them and give the AAA driver a good laugh about why they kept going then, right? So it is what it is. There's a chance for great victory here, all right? It's up to you. It's minor arcana. It's up to you whether it's a pain in the ass or not. Pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to what people are telling you. I wouldn't be so arrogant as to say the message comes from me. I don't think it does. I don't think this has anything to do with me. I'm just the messenger. So I'm going to tell you it's got nothing to do with me and what I've said here. Just pay attention. Other than me maybe pointing out that if you did get triggered by such a beautiful energy that's here, oh, it's definitely you that needs to take a look and is definitely afraid to admit you're wrong and afraid to change direction. Fine. But you still got to pay attention to your surroundings. You know, somebody's going to say something. Could be something you overhear, could be something you see on TV, could be something you see on a billboard, which comes from other people. Somebody else wrote the billboard. Somebody else wrote the ad, right? You know, it is what it is. So that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. I do. This is a beautiful energy. I'm still smiling. I love this. I wish this was me. I'm not part of this. You know, but I've had moments like this. That's why I'm smiling. Okay? I have had moments like this in my life. Okay? So that's your reading. If you want the extended, the link's in the description. I'm going to pull on soulmate energies attached to you that are recharging, on what might be coming in, what you might be preparing your frequency for, right? Because we already did you here. Always go do who's coming at you. If you want the extended, the link's in the description. All right, if you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, everybody who watches. And if you were triggered by anything I said in this reading, oh my God, take a look at yourself. Find out why, because this is just beautiful. Even the final message is like, dude, just chill. It's all good. Don't be afraid of all good. You know, who cares? I mean, it's funny because people are so stubborn about being right. You know, and yet at the same time, they're completely afraid to find out that they might be wrong. But if you're so hell-bent on being right, why would you be afraid to find out you're wrong? Then you could actually be right. Think about that logic for a little while. All right? Good luck.